Look at it. Look. Just look at this. Eh? Look at the quality of the concrete. Very, very bad. Look at this. It seems they had a puncture here. Instead of removing it to repair it properly. See what they've used to tight it. Just look at this. This is the waistline. This is the waistline.
Hello, everybody. It's Gigo here, and welcome back to another motivational video of building a house in Ghana. If it is your first time here, this is the Aburi Amanfrom project, where we took over this project, and then we have to complete it based on the shoddy job that was done here. So in our previous episode, we did the roofing, hidden roof gutter, and also the roofing sheet. And today we continue with the ceiling noggins. So when you are done with your roofing, yeah, I mean, we're done with the roofing sheet. You have to do the ceiling noggins where the ceiling comes in, whether you want to go for plasterboard or you want to use POP. This is the wood that supports it. We will also be looking at the plastering. So we begin with the plastering also of this particular project, which you'll be seeing later in today's video. So this is the wood which still has to go under treatment. The previous one you saw inside was, we were applying the chemical to prevent, insect, from chopping into the woods. Today's episode we will also be looking at, some tips, right? I think it's been a while I gave a tip on building, some of the things that you have to really watch out for during your building journey. So this is the mortar for the plastering. The guys are getting themselves ready for that. So before that, we also noticed that some of the concrete casting they did wasn't level. So then we have to chisel into it to get the wall level before we can do the plastering. Else we have to use a lot of mortar or to get it level, or we have to break some of the parts too. And doing that, I mean, breaking it is even easier because the work which was done here was really not the best, man. It's really sad to really see this, man. I really feel sad. And yeah, knowing what the previous, I mean, builder has done, the kind of building he's putting up, I mean, you can just see the fall of, a concrete going down. I always say that concrete, you have to see the color of the concrete. I mean, this is not a concrete. You can see there's no cement. It's full of sand. It's just sand and stone, right? It's just sand and stone. And look at the puncture in the pipes. I mean, if we wouldn't have chiseled to get it level, we wouldn't know that this is the problem. The owner will move in, everything is painted, the owner will move in, later started having leakages in the wall, and we have to break it. Look at this. This is very sad. I mean, I don't want to destroy anybody's business, but I mean, if it is bad, it is bad. It is bad. And please, if people are building for you and you want to test whether the concrete they are doing is the best, use a wooden nail, right? Just go to the site, take a wood nail, and please hit the wood nail into the concrete. If it penetrates easily, meaning the concrete is not strong. So we have two type of nail. We have the concrete nail, which with force it will go through because that's what it's meant for. It's meant for concrete. But use the wooden one. If a wooden nail can penetrate through a concrete, then it's a problem. So please watch out. This is supposed to be a pillar, which is supposed to be the strongest, part of the building to hold the building. And if your hand can just take off the pillar, I can tell that the blocks are even stronger than this pillar. It's even better to use the block as a pillar because I can tell you that the block is stronger than the pillar. Trust me, if you use this hammer to hit Mr. Kwete's block like this, it's not going to be, fading and going off like this. Trust me. And this is just one pillar. So you can imagine all the pillars in this structure. This is sad, man. This is sad. So please be careful out there. Know who you are using for your construction. It's very, very, very important. This is very sad.
So we are here once again at Aburi Amanfrom. So after removing the formwork, this is what you have. There is the front view of the building, as we said in some of our previous video. That this is exactly what we have in the 3D. So when you look at the 3D and what you have here, it's similar, no change. So this is it. We are here to do the ceiling organs and the plastering of the outside walls of the building. So I'm taking you around for you to look at what we are doing. So this is the front view, and this is the right view. And here is the back view. Plastering is ongoing. See, the plastering is ongoing. So this is what you have, and these are materials for the ceiling organs. Yeah.
Innocent. What is it? What is it? Stop.
This mortar work here. This is our diesel and chemical for treatment of the 2x2 board for the ceiling organs. This is the first batch that we treated already. So this is what you have.
So that was Pele for you with the update of this project. And if you want to know more about this project, I mean, if you go to my playlist, it's called the Aburi Amanfrom project. We have the Aburi project, and then we have the Aburi Amanfrom project. So this is the Aburi Amanfrom project. You know how the history about this, how we started with it. I mean, the things, some of the mistakes and faults that we saw in the beginning, all is there. I mean, you can learn a lot from this project, right? It's very important you know some of these things so that when they are working for you, you can ask those questions based on what you've learned from this. And sometimes if you have some of these problems, there are ways to solve it. Right. So fast forward, plastering work is still ongoing and we are making progress gradually. And I would like to use this opportunity to share some, ideas, some of the things that have been running through my head, right? And I've been discussing this with the team as well. Right. So we all say we are building our dream house, but when you look at it carefully, actually we are building for the generation which is coming after us, because if you look at the number of years, right, you will be spending in the build in your house. I mean, the house is actually, we are not going to enjoy a lot, right? But those that will enjoy are those that are coming after us. So when we are building, we should consider them as well. I mean, our kids, right? I mean, we're going to have families and stuff. We should consider them, right? Because we don't have to leave problem for them, right? So most houses you build, you move in, you will live all right. I mean, if you have 100 years more to live, you are not going to have the effect, right? These problems, these little problems, you are not going to see it now. But when you are gone, the next 50 years, 20 years, 30 years, that's when this problem will start popping up, right? And maybe your kids by then had no knowledge what went into the structure. They have no idea how the structure was built, and they will be facing these problems. So please, right, if we are building, let's please consider that we are not just building for us. We are building for the next generation to come. We are building a structure that is going to be there for the next 200, 500 years, right? That's what we have to consider. So when we get a cost estimate, let's ask questions. What is going into this? And we should also, get people on site who has knowledge about construction. Even if you are using my team, try to get someone, someone who you think knows about construction, just to come and visit, come around and come and have a look if what we are doing is the right thing, right? You have to get that confirmation. It is very, very, very important that you get people. If I would tell you that you go through the back door, right? It is not that you are spying on the person, but it's just confirming that your money is going into, the right place. You are building for the next generation. We are not building for us. You will not have problem when your house is done. You're not going to have problem because this problem will start popping up with time. And by that time, you are not around. You won't be around to fix it. Maybe you have videos of how they build a house. So if there's a problem now, you know where the pipes and where the pillars and everything is. But your case will not know. They won't have any knowledge to fix that problem. So please, let's consider this in our planning of building our dream house. Then I think this brings us to the end of today's episode. In our next episode, we'll be coming more with the plastering work and how it looks when it's completed. So please don't forget to like, share, subscribe so that you don't miss out on any latest update of this project. Thanks for watching once again, and I'll see you in my next episode. Let's do it.